listener. Thank you, listener, for loyally coming back and making us relevant in the great, vast kingdom of technology. Thank you, we need you. Welcome to another episode of Ferguson, Harrington, Hawks. If you've never listened to this show before, well done. And if you have listened to this show before, you'll know that I am Ferguson.
I'm Harrington.
I'm Hawks.
And I'm Saffron from Republica.
Yay! That's right, 'cause we're joined this week by Saffron from Republica. Hello, how's your sound doing? We've had terrible sound issues. Haven't we had sound issues?
Yeah, we've had technical issues.
Anyway, Chesney, you're allowed to ask questions now.
Yes. So, listener, I have known this lovely lady for a very long time. I mean, we were teenagers basically, and I was recording a video for a little song called "The One and Only." I mean, it was very kind of like a small hit back in the early 90s, and so Sammy is what I knew her as back then. Was the love interest, was my love interest in the One and Only video. That's where we met, isn't it, Saf?
That certainly was, yeah, the original video to I'm the One and Only, when you just filmed a buddy song, I believe, with Roger Daltrey as well. And our other friend as well who's in it, Lucy Alexander, who then went on to become presenter for Homes Under the Hammer, which everybody knows.
All these fantastic little facts. It's brilliant, isn't it? That
serendipity.
Saffron from Republica and Lucy Alexander from Homes Under the Hammer were both in the One and Only video.
With Chesney.
Yeah. And Roger was there that day as well. He was in that video with us.
I had to throw boxes over him.
That's right.
It's good he's short then, because if he was tall, that would have been really difficult. But he's quite a short man, isn't he?
Yeah, and it was good because it was like, okay, I was obviously directed to do this, but I was thinking, okay, so should we just practice this? You are Roger Daltrey from The Who. He just laughed, and it was really good fun. We had good fun on that shoot, I remember, Chesney. Yeah. And this is before it was a huge hit, all over the world. I know you're saying, just a small song. It's a huge song, and it's still huge.
Aww. Yeah, and we stayed in touch, but not long after that, I actually got Saffron into the studio at Abbey Road. I was recording at Abbey Road at the time, and I believe, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, Seth, but was that like one of the first times you ever went into a studio?
Well, I had been in the strong room quite a lot with my friend Neil McClellan, who's then become to produce The Prodigy with Liam Howlett, obviously. And then I went on with my first band, Enjoy, who was one of the pioneers of UK acid house music, electronica music on Deconstruction Records. But yes, thank you so much for helping me let's start learning my craft at Abbey Road Studios as well. It was extraordinary. I'll never forget that. Thank you so much.
Well, I can admit now, Safi, that I always had a crush on you in those days.
Oh, bless you. Thank you.
Coming out.
It's all coming out now,
He's blushing. He actually is blushing.
I mean,
You're looking like you're blushing, Chesney.
I think I have detected a little colour change.
Yeah, right.
You've gone the same colour as Safi's hair, basically.
Bless you.
But then we kind of went separate ways and hadn't really seen each other for 30 years or so. And obviously I followed your career with with interest, and seen you take over the world with Republica, and that was amazing. And then very, very recently we found ourselves on the same bill, and and we were backstage, and I'd just come off the stage, and Safi was waiting to come off stage, and she just we saw each other and she just screamed and we were like, oh
yeah,
my God.
no. I was actually waiting at the side of the stage watching your gig. Yeah, me and Johnny Glue from Republica, our guitarist, and yeah, we loved your set. It was fantastic. I just felt so proud, that we, reconnected after all these years.
Yeah, it was beautiful. It was actually really quite an emotional moment for both of us, I think that was. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Yeah, it was great.
So part of the thing, I don't know if you knew this back in the days of recording the video with Chesney, but he is a bit of a structure guy. He likes a bit of structure in his life. And so because of him, we have a structure in this show what's the structure, Chesney? Come on, tell us.
Well, we have a wonderful guest. Check.
It's you. That's you.
That's you. You're here.
Right.
And we ask our guest to give us a quote that they live their life by or that's important to them. And we talk about that. We'll do that in a minute. And then after that, Lynn has a little bit of magic that she does. Well, it's not magic, is it, Lynn? But we like to call it magic, which we'll find out a little bit more about later on. And we'll talk about that as well. And then we also ask our guests for a song, their favourite song, something that means something to them emotionally. You gave me about 100 songs, but I chose the very first one.
I heard you earlier. I was like, if you just said, just give me one.
I know. No, but it's perfect. That's perfect because basically I recreate that here in my studio as a gift for you.
Oh, wow.
So I've got your quotes in front of me where we thought we'd start digging. And I thought we'd start with the one, "You're not here to live up to anyone's expectations."
Yeah.
So that was your first quote. Now, so I've had a bit of digging on internet. I'm going to give you all a little bit of background info as to where that come from, because I don't know if you know Safi, but if you don't, you're going to know now. So the provenance of that quote is apparently it comes from Gestalt, the Gestalt prayer, which was written in 1969 by German psychologist Fritz Perls. And the prayer's point is to be a summarizing statement of the type of therapy that Fritz invented called Gestalt therapy, which is basically about the focus of living in response to one's own needs without projecting onto others or adopting others' thoughts. So it's a form of psychotherapy that emphasizes personal responsibility and focus on the individual's experience in the present moment. So I'll stop talking in a moment, but I'll just put it into context for you so you can hear it where it originally came from. So this is the poem called the Gestalt Prayer. "I do my thing and you do your thing. I'm not in this world to live up to your expectations, and you're not here to live up to mine. You are you and I am I, and if by chance we find each other, it's beautiful, and if not, it can't be helped." So there you go. That is the tradition of where that line came from. So I guess now over to you to tell us why you chose that and
what it means
how
to you,
that all brewed inside you and what it means.
Well,
to you.
Absolutely. It comes from Gestalt, and I'm very aware of his prayer and his I read a lot about his psychotherapy and his principles of living your life, it actually also comes from my training at Wing Chun Kung Fu, which is also ancient Chinese kind of Taoism, the teachings of Lao Tzu and stuff, and ancient Shaolin, just teachings of you are not here to live up to anyone else's expectations. It's just slightly different, but yeah, it's very similar to the Gestalt prayer as well. So I think it's quite important, and it's quite empowering as well to other people, especially if they're feeling down or have anxiety or are feeling worried about something, or they're a bit discompetent in themselves. It's quite a nice line to give someone, to share with somebody else, to make them just think, okay, yeah, you are you and I am me, and so what, you should not. No one else has the power to make you feel any less than you are. You are enough as you are. You're beautiful as you are, and you should be made to feel that you're by yourself, but also by others. And if not, then so be it, but don't let anyone allow you to feel less than.
Did somebody teach that to you? Was it like a family member, or did that just come from?
Yes, it was my late master, Anton Van Thomas, who was a master of Wing Chun Kung Fu. And he was one of the first men of colour who were accepted into Yip Man's temple in Hong Kong, where my mother was born and grew up. And Yip Man was Bruce Lee's grandmaster. And Wing Chun Kung Fu is actually what Kill Bill's all about. And also
because that line is attributed on the internet, that line is also a little bit attributed to Bruce Lee as well, isn't it?
There you go. Yes, exactly. So yes, it is also the teachings of Wing Chun Kung Fu and the Shaolin, but it's the female form. So, and it was devised by a Shaolin nun called Wu Mei, and she devised a set of self-defense martial art form, very similar to Tai Chi, so that women at the time, girls and people of a smaller stature, could defend themselves from intimidating forces or landlords and people like that, and rogues and vandals, should we say.
What a fascinating guest you are. This is incredible.
Oh no, we haven't even brushed the surface.
I know, it's
of
like, I hope you've
Saffy
penciled out all evening. I've just cancelled all my arrangements for the evening because this is just... Cause I suppose... you've sort of lit my curiosity. Only my little bit of input is my first wife, otherwise known as Mrs. Harrington the First.
Right.
She was World Women's Jiu-Jitsu champion.
Wow,
she broke her instructor's back years ago, they used to they did this thing where he would. I mean, you hear about it. He could ingest his testicles into his body.
Yeah.
And then they would do the thing where they would kick and it was just absolutely incredible. Yeah. So sorry, I, this is about you, but I just want to let you know that I'm quite fascinated by this because of Mrs. Harrington the First.
And all respect to it. It's a martial sport, whereas Wing Chun, Kung Fu is a martial art. So it's about defense rather than attack, but we're trained, we can use it as a fighting skill if attacked, but we're not allowed to use it in competition or against someone in violence.
And can we ask how you got into it? If it kicks off, you can. Yeah. And so how
note to self, do not pick a fight with Saffy.
Yeah, absolutely. How did all this come into your life then? Where did all this start?
I was blessed and honoured to meet the great master and mentor. Sadly, I lost him during COVID. He also had sickle cell anemia, which is a very
Deliberate. Yeah.
Deliberate.
That word. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Debilitating.
Disease.
Which affects so many and is often, left out of the media and stuff. I'm a firm supporter in donating and sponsoring anything to do with sickle cell because I've seen how harrowing it can be. But yeah, he still carried on and he would teach children at school. He wrote a children's book. He teach kids that have been bullied and stuff, he was a very empowering and wonderful man in my life that I was blessed to have had.
So where did you grow up, Saffron? I'm intrigued. I'm like, where were you?
Okay, well, I believe it. I was born in Lagos in Nigeria. And my mother was from Hong Kong and my dad was English from South London in Dulwich. And but they met in Hong Kong. They'd been posted over there. But then there was a civil war. And so we... it was kind of apocalypse now, apparently, kind of thing. And so we had to quickly, she picked up her babies and we ran to the airport type of thing. Wow. And then grew up in England. So, yeah.
Wow, that's quite a story.
Yeah.
And well, it is, though, because it's just been Christmas and New Year and everything, and you think about family and stuff. And then like I look at family and I go, oh, we're all quite. We moved, we immigrated to the US, and that makes us sort of unusual within what people do. But actually, against your family, like in comparison to your family, it's a bit vanilla.
Definitely.
Because also, just you're talking about the influences in your life, and it doesn't sound like your influences were I guess it was the 90s when you did the One and Only, right? So, like, 80s and 90s influence was still quite sort of mother, father, 2.5 kids, white
fence.
with a Ford Escort or whatever, right?
Yeah.
So whereas your family was definitely not that, was
Not
it?
that.
What did you see as family?
Well, I think for me, certainly it was, it was punk rock, really. And then post-punk rock, and then electronica and indie, and, having a little Saturday job and using the money to go and buy vinyl records, But I also trained and I got a council grant to study at a ballet school called the Bush Davis Ballet School of Performing Arts. And it was very, very difficult to get into. But it's what I wanted to do. I wanted to be in Hot Gossip or be a rock star. And so I knew I had to get some training. Yeah, it was a fantastic school. It's not there anymore, sadly. But, I studied with people like Sophie Corbett, Ronnie's daughter, and John Partridge, and Farousa Bulk, the wonderful Hollywood actress and stuff. So there's loads of people there, and Cherry Gillespie was from there.
I know Cherry.
Yes.
I know Cherry. I used to work with her sister. Small world.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah. She used to be head girl.
So that's why you wanted to be in Hot Gossip then, obviously.
Yeah, exactly. So the minute I left there, I hadn't left there actually. I sort of decided to audition for Starlight Express because Arlene Phillips had choreographed this new spectacle on roller skates, this hit musical. So I went up there, lied, fell flat on my back on roller skates, and she said, "Get up," and she read my CV, and that was it. Audition later, and I did a stadium tour of Japan, Australia, and then I was in the London West End show.
Wow. Of Starlight Express. Wow.
Yeah.
Do you still roller skate,
I became
Safi?
really good at roller skating.
I bet you did.
Do you still do it now?
No, I don't, sadly, but I do miss my skates a lot. So yeah, I had blue suede ones actually.
Blue suede roller skates. I love it. That sounds like
You could make a punk rock version of martial art roller skating.
Yeah.
That could take over the world.
There's your niche, Safi. There's your niche.
Take over the world.
That's one hell of a musical, that is. I tell you. That's a night out.
Oh, yeah, brilliant musical. Punk rock, roller skates and martial arts. Who wouldn't go and see that? Like who?
Yeah.
Now, speaking to Saffron recently, and we've been going back and forth since we kind of reconnected, and all of her heroes seem to be like very kind of strong, powerful women, like Stevie Nicks, Toya, who's a friend of our show too. She did the show, and Kate Bush. So tell us a little bit about that and kind of what draws you to those kind of women.
Well, I think that they really were the first single strong females that were allowed to be on the radio and on British television. Before then it was very, very commercialized, and every playlist, or even on Top of the Pops, as you know, Ches, everything was mimed and everything was very of a certain module, as it were, they call it today, I suppose, but your structure, they couldn't have anything too controversial or what they call it, the time thing. Kate Bush, was just mesmerising to me, as Stevie Nicks and Fleetwood Mac as the band as well. But I just remember having Kate Bush's 1979 Live at Hammersmith Odeon DVD and Stevie Nicks's White Winged Dove solo DVD. I still have them. I still play them nearly every day. They're kind of on repeat somewhere in the house. And
but you joined that echelon of women because that's how I see you.
Well, bless you. And I was in Toya's fan club and Kate Bush. And I've got
I think we're all in Toya's fan club.
That Hill T-shirt. Yeah, I've got
amazing.
an original Hounds of Love framed, signed photo from Kate Bush, and I have the same lawyer as her now, which is good. I thought, if Kate trusts you.
That's so good.
That's why I chose him, and he's been my lawyer for 30 years and more for hers. Give a shout out to Russell Roberts.
Russell Roberts.
Shout out to the legals.
We love you, Russell.
Well, I'm looking at the time. and the clock. Lynn, should we go over to you to sort of move on to something?
I just picked up my clipboard. Can you believe that?
We are in sync. That's
It's almost
brilliant.
like we've done
Is
this
that
before.
your spidey senses under the stairs?
Absolutely, yeah, it is, yeah.
Safi, we do this thing where I work in story mostly, right? Well, I work in a whole load of things. I am just a professional show-off. That's what I am.
Look at you.
I show off for money. There you go.
Yeah.
But one of the things that I worked on along the way was people's story, and it ties very much to the prayer that you just talked about, which is in narrative and the work that I do.
Yeah.
The rule of it is no one ever can or ever will see the world exactly as you do.
Yeah.
Therefore, you're your own pot of gold, right?
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. So it's but it's the
lovely.
truth though. Like nobody
It
ever
is
will,
true.
right? So what I do is I will ask people to tell me stories about random things, and then I tell them what I hear in the stories, what's underneath them. Are you up for it?
Yeah, of course.
Good. I knew you would be, because I'm like, no way she's going to go, no, I'm afraid.
I was going to say, yeah.
It's so not you at all,
No.
right? So I am going to ask you 2 minutes on my little clock, 2 minutes, to tell me about diamonds. Okay? Ready? Go.
Forever.
Just talk about whatever goes in your mind for diamonds.
Okay,
Ready? Go.
Precious gems. I just think of James Bond really as diamonds. Obviously, sadly, coming into my mind is blood diamonds, which is obviously a big issue, and hopefully that's been has that been banned now? I hope it has. I just think that also all that glitters isn't gold. So the same with a diamond. It's as well. People and all things or art and music are worth value. So it's what that person values something as, not what another says it's worth.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Keep
what
going.
You have to keep going until the 2 minutes are up, Safi.
Oh,
so keep
okay.
going.
Yeah, so it's the thing where it's for one person something that has no price on it, maybe priceless to another. To one person, the smallest thing can mean the world. It's the smallest gesture, and so people represent diamonds. To people represent money, wealth, things that are worth a lot of money, but are not necessarily worth value. If that makes sense, there's a big difference, I believe.
Keep going. How much longer, Lynn?
20 seconds. You've got
20 seconds.
Okay, what else to say? I just think Diamonds Are Forever as well, which is a wonderful song. Gives me memories of James Bond movies, which also bring up happy family memories and memories of my work as a mental health and social care officer, because they love watching James Bond movies. And
there you go.
yeah.
Well done.
Good.
Well done. 2 minutes.
It's quite
well
a long
done.
time. So.
It really is, right? Apart
seem
from
that
when I
way.
start talking, in which case 20 minutes can go by before anybody even gets a chance to speak. No, it's a sort of weird thing, isn't it? Because you think, we think in terms of, I could talk for 2 minutes and not even, take a breath. But actually, when we're asked about something to hit the target directly, it feels a little overwhelming.
Yeah.
But you did brilliant.
You did great. So.
But it sort of so fits with you anyway. But diamonds is value. When you ask people about diamonds, they'll tell you what they value, which is evident in what you said. The smallest gesture, something that has no price, can be priceless to others, right?
Beautiful.
And what I've put in the things of your values are, you value like entertainment and joy, but the politics, like being honest about the state of the world. And also the thing that comes in about just you is that you must speak out, that you're not into it at all. Like, if you know that something's wrong, you'll say it, right? That you wouldn't go, I know that something's wrong, but I'm just going to quietly sit on my hands and pretend that it's not wrong because I don't want MD to dislike me. That's not you. You're like, that's wrong. Excuse me, that's wrong. Did you know that that's wrong? That's wrong. The value for you is all on, you value people more than things. You told me that what you liked was people, art, music, value, right? Like, even if you didn't know that Diamonds was about what people value, you kept telling me, just so you know, people, art, music, entertainment's lovely, only if it doesn't hurt other people, especially vulnerable people, right? Just there we go. Like you were saying it over and over. Because you started with Diamonds Are Forever in the James Bond movies, and you came to Diamonds Are Forever in the James Bond movies. But and I actually, because I've tried to watch the James Bond movies like a couple of years ago, and I just can't. I'm like, what the hell is that, right? It's like, she says no, but she means yes, right? But where you came to at the end was that Diamonds Are Forever, James Bond, the people that I care for really like James Bond. And the value is not about James Bond, it's about the enjoyment that thing gives to other people that you care about. Does that make sense?
Absolutely. That's exactly right, Lynn. Yeah, thank you.
No, not at all. Thank you. The thing that's very intriguing, or that I would ask about you, is that has your honesty ever got you into trouble? Because frankly,
all the time, probably.
Because you're not able to, are you? You're not able to just go, that's okay, when it's really not okay. You're like, that's really not okay. So has it got you into trouble?
Yes, I expect it has, but as you say, I can only be what I am and what I believe, and certainly, what's trouble if I'm saying something's gonna not what I believe to be correct, or something that's not allowed, or something that's going to be harmful to someone else. It's not allowed.
Yeah. God, it's wonderful, because it's that thing about people, art, music, value, right? And that what is small to somebody is priceless to someone else. It's like this whole thing of the core. Who do you think you got that from? Do you think that you sort of wandered into the world completely like, I appreciate people and I understand that we're nothing without one another? Or did you get that from someone else in your life? Did someone else come along and give you
I certainly got it from my family, I believe, essentially. I believe I got it from my training, knowing that, through hard graft and hard work, will get you somewhere if that's what you want to do, if that's what you believe in. And certainly my ballet teacher were the words, "There's no such word as can't," said to me when I was a little girl. So, if you really want to do this, there's no such word as can't. So carry on, practice.
Yeah.
And I think I've just been so lucky with my friends, and so lucky to have been grounded before kind of things, got say successful in say a media kind of sense, because I'd already been on the stage, since I was little. So and obviously through wonderful people like Master Anton, that I carried on learning, and obviously through my mental health and social care work, I've learned such a great deal in that, which my mother did as well. So for 20 years.
Is that where that came from, your mum? Because I was going to ask you about your mental health work and how you got into that and what it is you actually do.
Yeah, she actually worked at Chailey Heritage. She actually looked after disabled children for 20 years. Ian Jury went there, actually. And
right.
and when he died, I was very lucky to be asked to sing at his tribute at Brixton Academy. So I sang with, I'm an honorary blockhead as well, guys.
Oh, wow, that's fabulous, that is. Wow.
Yes, that
You're
was
ticking
really
every box for Neil tonight.
Oh, wow, yeah. We haven't even started talking about Nigel Champion and Enjoy yet, but anyway, we'll leave that to the end.
Because the thing with you, when you're asleep, and then when you're awake, you're like totally awake. You're not like, you don't really doze through life, do you? You're like present, and you also like work hard. You probably push yourself really pretty fully.
A bit too much, I think, Lynn.
No, what you have in your sound, and maybe what you got from Master Anton or whatever, is that we're only really here for about 5 minutes, and so there isn't much point in wasting any of that time. Yeah. So I think that where you're at is you wish to make something out of your life, as in like get yourself a lovely Shangri-La and a golden toilet, right? But like make something out of your life.
Make something beautiful to leave behind.
Yeah, fulfillment, right?
Yeah.
So what in life would you still like to see?
Beautiful views, new horizons, new, old faces, new faces, happy faces. Meeting new people, creating new songs, working with new, musicians, old musicians, new, creating new future. I think it's what you choose to do with the time left given,
Yeah, definitely.
Your new album is so amazing, Saffron, by the way, I have to say. We shared each other's albums to each other, our newest work, and her new album is just so good.
Oh, thank you. So yours is amazing. And we've got one of our old albums coming out on vinyl. Speed Ballads is coming out soon on vinyl, which we're really, really pleased about because it never got a proper release. So,
that's fantastic.
That's coming out soon. I think on Independent Record Store Day it might be. Yeah. So.
Yeah, I was part of that. Yeah, Record Store Day.
So cool.
I did. Yeah, I had a little vinyl come out myself and I did a couple of in-store performances and appearances. I don't know if you did any of that, but that was really fun.
Talking of songs, look at that, right? That's why I get
there's a segue.
You see that segue there, like right in. Talking of songs, I feel like there may be music in the air. Is that the case? Chesney Oaks.
Yeah, Safi, I mentioned it earlier on. We ask our guests for a song or two. I asked for the only reason I asked for a couple of songs from you guys is that if one of the songs comes along and I'm like, I don't know what to do with that. Like Toya, for instance. Toya came to me with, she wanted me to do, well, her song was Bjork's Human Behaviour.
Yeah. Bless her.
So I had to.
Love Toya.
Yeah, we love Toya. We love Bjork. I mean, yeah, of course.
I like
Chesney's
Toya.
had to sing it.
So now I ask. So I used to ask for like the song, the one song that means everything to you. But now I'm like, give me a few, so I can choose one that might be more my style. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
So anyway, so I had to go with, because I love Stevie Nicks and Fleetwood Mac. Rumours is like, it's still in my top 3 albums ever,
Yeah.
and it's just the best. And who doesn't love Stevie Nicks? So I went with Landslide. So
Nice.
here's our little gift to you, Saffron.
Oh,
Here we
thank
go then,
you.
Safi.
Thank
So
you.
just for you, as long as the technology works, in theory, this is Chesney Hawkes performing Fleetwood Mac's Landslide
Wow.
just for you.
What a gift. Thank you, Ches.
I took my love, I took it down. I climbed a mountain and I turned around. And I saw my reflection in the snow-covered hills, till the landslide brought me down. Oh, mirror in the sky, what is love? Can the child within my heart rise above? Can I sail through the changing ocean tides? Can I handle the seasons of my life? Well, I've been afraid of changing, 'cause I built my life around you. But time makes you bolder, even children get older, and I'm getting older too. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Well, I've been afraid of changing, 'cause I built my life around you. But time makes you bolder, even children get older, and I'm getting older too. Yeah, I'm getting older too. Take my love, take it down. Climb a mountain and you turn around. And if you see my reflection in the snow-covered hills, well, the landslide will bring it down. And if you see my reflection in the snow-covered hills, well, the landslide will bring it down. Oh, the landslide will bring it down.
Oh, way! Thank you! Woohoo!
Just for you, Safi, there you
That
go.
was
It was Chesney Hawkes
amazing,
performing
Chesney.
Fleetwood
What-
Mac's Landslide.
Wow, that's beautiful, Chesney. What a lovely version. Thank you so much.
Oh, thanks, Seth. I
You've
recorded
got to
that in my
release
bed.
that. That's amazing.
I recorded it in my bedroom yesterday. It is. I've got all 3 of my kids staying at the house, and all of their friends and girlfriends and boyfriends. There's like about 18 people in it. My in-laws are in the house, and I escaped to my bedroom, and the dogs were barking and everything else. And I was like, I'm going to play this. I'm going to record a delicate version of stuff. So if you can hear Mischief the dog in the background, you know why.
Oh.
I sort of forgot we were doing a podcast there. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was like so. I got really into it.
We'll feel like we're in the same room now.
You know what I missed though was that because I could see you, Saffron, singing, and I was
Yeah.
like, "Oh
I know.
God, we should have done something with like you could have joined in."
Well, we'll
right?
do that. I'll get Safi
that
to
another
sing.
shot, yeah.
Yeah, we'll do a
Definitely
harmony
up
for it.
that.
And listen, we have to,
be
Saffron.
amazing.
We have to do some kind of duet. That
We
is happening.
absolutely do. Let's do it.
Yeah. I'm so into that. Yeah, that's going to
Look,
happen.
he's blushing again, Saffron. I've never seen him blush like this.
Yeah, exactly. Tell us about that song, Safi. Though, why is that one special for you? What's it all about?
One, it's just such a beautiful song. To me, it's one of the greatest songs. If you're a songwriter, it's like, oh God, I wish I'd
written that. Exactly.
What a great, it's that. It's like,
Exactly.
what an amazing song, yeah. And just like Chesney said, this delicate thing, which is not really my thing, perhaps as well. It's the opposite. So it's like, I really appreciate it because it's not me. It's like,
yeah,
oh,
you're a little bit more punk rock, aren't you?
Yeah, that's just TV. Just so filled with emotion, every syllable, every word. Yeah.
So when you were listening to it felt like it took you back somewhere. I have to say, it really did.
Yeah, it does. Well, all Stevie Nicks' songs. I think it's her voice as well. Sometimes people just have that timbre in their voice, don't they? Your favourite singers. And I do stand by this. I don't know if all of you agree with me. I'll be interested to hear. Is that I just think songs are immortal. So they're like stars that go on. They're gifts that go on.
Yeah.
Or children that they do go on long time after. We're gone, but it also it can take another voice to make them alive. It's not the song itself. Sometimes it's the voice as well. Of course, the instrumentation, but sometimes a certain person's voice can make the song magic. Bring its magic spark. Sometimes, very, very rarely, but say with Landslide or Stevie Nicks, it's just magic.
Yeah, it's a little bit of magic in that record for sure. And I think that as delicate as Stevie Nicks is and can be, she is utter punk rock heart.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Have you seen the White Winged Dove video? I mean, she's the most amazing high kick in the middle of Edge of 17 or Gold Dust Woman. It's just this amazing, and she's got these really high heeled boots, and she's got the whole. She was doing the whole white, the white witch sort of long
flowing stuff,
thing, and these huge high heeled boots, and in the middle she just does this massive high kick. It's just brilliant. Yeah, so yes, it's definitely punk rock.
Well, we're coming to that point where we are coming to a close.
Oh,
but there's a question. I know, right? We could just hang out.
It's so lovely. Thank you for having me on as a guest, guys.
I've still got another question for you. I've got more questions.
Final question,
which is, knowing what you know now, what would you tell your 16-year-old self?
Do it all again.
No hesitation there. That was just straight out. Didn't think about that.
And all of it again. Absolutely. Why not?
That is brilliant. That is brilliant.
You are
we should all tell each other that,
amazing.
like our 16-year-old self. Do it all again.
Do it all again. I love
Come out with there's no thinking, there's no delay, and no regrets about anything. It's like, just fuck it, do it all again.
Exactly.
Saffron, you're such a testament to living your life in the full and and with joy and calling out what's wrong and work towards the joy and working towards the good things in life and because that's what it's all about. Yeah. So yeah,
bless you
amazing.
Guys. Oh, thank you so much for having me on. It's been such a treat for me. Bless you.
It's been a bigger treat for us. Do you know, I've never seen Neil so animated. Have you, Chesney? Apart from maybe the time when he locked himself out of that thing. But look how happy he is in that cupboard under the stairs. Look, he's happy.
Yeah,
you made him happy.
And you made me blush twice.
So. Yeah, and kept my brain ticking right from the start. Thank you, Steffi. Yeah, it's been great. And I'll just throw in now, because if I had to name a classic house record of all time, an anthem, it would be Anthem by Enjoy. And I know Nigel because he masters some of my tracks.
Oh, fantastic.
So, there you go. It's a very small world, isn't it?
I've just recorded some new stuff with Nigel and Mark, of Enjoy, so... Yeah, so I'll be doing some new stuff on their new album as well. Yeah, So there's
I
new
look forward to
Enjoy
hearing
on the
that.
way, new Republica, new Chesney Hall. Yeah.
Wow.
Well, we should all go on tour together. That's an interesting lineup, isn't it?
Let's do it.
Do that plan. But sadly, we have to close off now.
Okay.
So thank you, listener, for joining us.
Yeah.
And until the next time, I've been Ferguson.
I've been Harrington.
I've been Hawks.
And I've been Saffron Republica.
Yay!
Thanks, Safi.
Thank you very much, Safi.
Thank you so much, guys. I hope to see or meet you again.
You've been listening to Ferguson Harrington Hawks with Lynn Ferguson, Neil Harrington and Chesney Hawks. Written and produced for Source Productions by, surprise, surprise, Lynn Ferguson, Neil Harrington and Chesney Hawks.